friend in Fremont. He sells used cars, you know. Well, he calls me up twice a year just to ask me how to go.
Hello, everybody, live at 25. Welcome to our show tonight. It is Monday, and this evening we have Robbie Lester, the Ghostwrite, with us today. Hi, Robbie. How are you?
Yeah, we're hanging in there.
Good. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here with us this evening. You're going to play some music for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your Pittsburgh music history for a second? What bands you started playing with?
Yeah, I mean, I started playing music in the Johnstown, Pennsylvania scene in the early 2000s, late 1999, I guess, technically, but started playing a lot in the early 2000s. I toured a little bit with my first band that nobody would have ever heard of. And then I moved to Baltimore.
Okay.
And then played in a bunch of bands and eventually started a solo project, The Ghostwrite.
Yes.
And then I spent probably 2009 to about 2013 touring pretty extensively all over North America.
Wow.
Then I kind of got burnt out, a little too much partying, sobered up. And in the process of sobering up, I kind of fell out of playing music for a while because it was just became a space that just like it was too inherently tied to.
Yeah, it can be intertwined sometimes.
Yeah. Am I allowed to swear, by the way?
Sure.
Because I just realized I kind of cussed like a sailor and I was about to. I'll try not to because I don't know if there's any, there's young kids listening. I'm sorry, parents. It didn't happen, but, it was tied to me being, effed up. So I kind of took a step back.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played a show in like 2 years, and this is my first live stream ever.
Wow. Well,
exciting.
I am very excited, and it's a pleasure to have you this evening. Play some music for us. We'll check in with you in just a little bit, okay? Again, this is Robbie Lester from The Ghostwrite. Enjoy, everyone.
Thanks. This is actually the last song I wrote, and I don't think I've actually played it in a show, so it's like a brand new song that's like a couple years old. It's called Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. Watch out for primitive and racist jagoffs. Hockey and football fanatics. Nobody gives a fuck about baseball. Except for Brett. He's pretty cool. Welcome to Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. On a Friday night, stay the fuck away from the south side. Bunch of white entitled college kids are about to get belligerent. But if he's unconscious in the morning, grab brunch from Zenith or a snack at Smack. Welcome to Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. Did the Steelers lose another playoff game? Better put the whole goddamn town on suicide watch. Welcome to Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. From the top of Mount Washington, the scrapers are spectacular. Don't breathe in too deep, you might get a mouthful. U.S. Steel. Thanks, Carnegie. Why did Berkman have to lose control when he shot to kill Henry Quaitman? Welcome to Yinzerville. Welcome to Yinzerville. told my parents I'd be a professional baseball player, America's pastime. A real American dream, but how can I tell them? That dream was dead before the Cold War. One desert storm, era of Reagan and Bush, Clinton and Bush, passed down from Vietnam. Even before that, as the Red Sun's white flag was a flying drop to mammoth lungs to put the fear of God into anyone or any nation who went against the notion that the Western Empire is the chosen son, that the Western Empire is the chosen son. Oh, goddamn, for that bomb to drop on me. Oh, goddamn, still waiting for that bomb to drop on me. Growing up at the beach, lost at sea. This is for Derek and Monica if they happen to tune in. Derek really likes the song, and I probably never would have played it as much as I did over the course of the years if he didn't say how much he liked it. So this one's for Jens. Yeah, I almost moved to Texas, almost moved to Pittsburgh, I did, almost moved to New York City. Yeah, I almost got out of bed today, headlines from two irony. With all the flashes, crashes, planes, trains, stock markets. With all the flashes, crashes, planes, bombs, stock markets. Yeah, I almost moved to Texas, almost moved to Portland, almost moved to San Francisco. Yeah, I almost did everything I said, much like all the others. With all the flashes, crashes, planes, bombs, stock markets. With all the flashes, crashes, planes, trains, stock markets. We're becoming as faithful, becoming as truthful as all the Whigs headlines combined. Becoming as faithful, becoming as truthful as all the Whigs headlines combined. Yeah, I almost moved to Texas, almost moved to Pittsburgh, almost moved to New York City. Yeah, I almost moved to Texas, almost moved to Portland, almost moved to San Francisco. Why do I hide behind these flashes of smoke and cracked mirrors? Why do I hide behind these flashes of smoke and cracked mirrors? I become as faithful, become as truthful as all the Whigs headlines combined. Become as faithful, become as truthful, administration preside. And take a drink from my Nebby cup. I'm drinking tea, and I'm drinking water. I drink about 1.5 to 2 of these things a day. And I think it's especially important right now to make sure you're very well hydrated. Yeah. Here's another one. This one's for Morrison. Hope Morrison's watching. Hope he's singing from his part. Morrison, are you in DC? I hope you're singing from your place in DC. Are you in Philadelphia? I don't even know where you're at these days.
He said, "Hey, bud."
Hey, this one's for you, my friend. Do you feel like you're missing out on everything with all your friends? Do you feel like you're missing out on everything with all your friends? I think that's part of the reason why we parted last winter. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. Oh, I'm not feeling it way again. Thinking of the time we went to New Orleans, and how I wish I would have advantage of the lack of oxygen in her. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. Still working in the economy that's gone. Enemies and more. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. Do you still feel like you're missing out on everything with all your friends? Don't worry, the rising tide becomes everybody's much higher. Grab a paddle, grab a lover, take advantage of the lack of oxygen in the atmosphere. Grab a paddle, grab a lover, take advantage of the lack of oxygen in the atmosphere. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. Breathing heavy. About fell out of my little chair for that one. That would have been embarrassing if I fell on the floor while I was playing that song. All right, I got a cover, and then I'm gonna take a little break. Go back to the 25 Carrick motherboard. All the donations that are received, all the donations that are received that I would get. I'm not taking any of it. I'm giving it all to Mr. Robata Project. The venue is super near and dear to my heart. I think it's super important to have community spaces that are all ages and sober, because so much of our culture is just inherently tied around, if you're at a show, there's booze involved, and that's fine, but it's also really awesome that there's a space in the city of Pittsburgh that does that. And this song is it's a cover song. I'm gonna dedicate it to all the cooperative members of Roboto and all the workers on the front lines of this pandemic, because they're my heroes. And this song's called My Hero by the Foo Fighters, if you weren't aware what this song was. she goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary. Don't the best of them bleed it out, while the rest of them peter out. Truth or consequence, say it all out. Use that evidence, race it all round. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, he's ordinary. Kudos my hero, leaving all the mess. Kudos my hero, the one that's on. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, he's ordinary. There goes my hero, she's ordinary. There goes my hero, watch her as she goes.
Robbie, thank you so much. I do want to tell you that John Creedon is watching, sends his love. Monica sends her love. Kid Mental, we had him on Saturday. He's watching and commenting on YouTube. Indigo from Mr. Roboto Project, she's going to be with us shortly. Said you're an angel and they're very grateful for you. Karen's watching, she says hi. A lot of people watching. So thank you so much. And I just wanted to say that our GoFundMe, like Robbie said, is split between all participants of this series. The link is pinned in the comment below. We're really trying to raise some revenue to support these local artists, and we think it's absolutely incredible that artists are supporting artists. Robbie's sharing his GoFundMe donation with the Mr. Roboto Project, which is near and dear to mine and Sarah's hearts as well. We love that venue. So it looks like he's tuning up his guitar, and we're going to go back to him to play us some more tunes.
I got this nice Commonwealth Press Nebby cup. It's cracked though. I'm gonna lose it soon. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8:16. Oh my lordy. Time moves so slow when I'm performing. Okay. I usually only play like 15-20 minutes, so this is actually wild for me. I think I have enough songs. All right. I think I'm ready. We good? Everybody's just like, come on, play let's talk more rock. No, I'm not playing any songs by Propagandhi tonight. That's probably a lie. I'm probably gonna play a Propagandhi song. This is a very old song. This is from the first album I put out as The Ghostwrite. It's called Newspeak. I was reading a lot of dystopian novels at the time. And needless to say, that album was fairly dystopian. Are we so content to settle in our bed? Are we afraid of our dead? Are we afraid for justifies malicious contempt with beliefs that no conscious being could ever believe. But hey, everything's all clear. But hey, everything's all clear. But hey, everything's all clear. For death. God damn it! I tried my very best. It's never enough. It's never enough. I keep falling off. I keep fucking off. I keep falling off. Keep fucking off. I keep falling off. And I can promise you anything, as nothing will ever let you down. I've been here before. The voices kept screaming, pull it right now. I don't know why, but I can't. Maybe it's this undying love. Did you feel it? You just might fight to survive. Mike was riding in the back of Simba's car. This is an Alan Smithy song. An Alan Smithy project. They were from Johnstown, PA. You can find them playing in Endless Mike and the Beagle Club. You can find them playing in Homeless Gospel Choir. And Mike has a new band, Fletch. I'm going to say that wrong. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But they were the first local band I ever saw where I was like, this band's better than all the bands I've ever listened to on the radio. Mike was riding in the back of Simba's car when he looked into the ashtray. Passenger saw, thought about a drag that she had smoked the night before. Started to wonder. He almost pulled that cigarette butt out, almost held it up against his mouth. That's as close as he would ever get to kissing her. He was too late again. Think we're all too late again. Yeah, we're too late again. Mike was riding in the back of Simba's car, looked into the ashtray, passenger side. Thought about a drag that they smoked the night before. Started to wonder. He almost pulled that cigarette butt out, almost held it up against our mouths. That's as close as we would ever get to kissing them. We are too late again. We are too late again. And this song is called American Frank. It's on one of my albums on Bandcamp. My good friend Justin Holtman wrote it. It was all our super close friend circle's anthem. I just remember a lot of nights singing this song together. A lot of really good memories with this song, and I think it's really well written. It's called American Frank. Well, Frank's a lover, not a fighter, and his body runs for miles, and he will make a capital effort to think that you're the only one he sees. Take it from me, it's nothing personal, but you're beautiful. Walk a mile in his polished shirt, you get closer to the ground. All that we can be about each other. We're all cats. I think we get along much better. Woo! We all think that there's one person sent to save us. It takes a while to realize that's fucking bullshit. And look around, take a minute and look down. What's staring up at you? Don't think you're beautiful too. And at the end of the day, little things you take for granted. Now so up to us and make a big fuss when you get home. You just wanna be alone and drink your problems away. Stupid shit that people say, that from underneath the couch or from the mantle with the pounds. They don't know anything outside the world we've given them, and they wait so patiently for us to come home. They wait so patiently for us to come home. They wait so patiently for us to come home. They wait so patiently for us to come home. That was a cameo with Kelly and Toby. Now I'm gonna play a song off of that album up there. Because I always play a propaganda song. No fly list, no drive list, no walk list, no walk list. No muckraking journalist left to take stock of the wholesale omission of outside perspectives. How does it make you feel to know you voted for this? So much for your hopes and your dreams and your children. You just stand there believing in this bullshit system, just hoping the mob would magically come to its senses. How does it make you feel to know you stood by and watched it? Dazed, numb, powerless, stunned, as we frantically click our heels, already home. The bands, the sports, the booze, it's all that's left of you. When the cops and the courts refuse to confess the sins of the few, what is there left to do? What is there left to do? The answer's right before your eyes. Rise and stay in fucking side. Rise. I love that band. They're like easily my favorite band on the planet, and probably the next couple planets that have musicians and bands on them. That song was called Note to Self by a band called Propaganda, off their album Failed States. They have 7 full-length albums, and they're all fantastic. I think they keep getting better with age and experience, which isn't easy to do. Not easy to do. So I'm going to, what time is it? Oh man, this is perfect. All right. I had to throw in a couple extra songs there to make sure I was going to be covering the time. Don't want to disappoint anybody. This is going to be a slow song, and then I'm going to hopefully my roommates will come back and join me for the last 2 songs, because the last 2 songs Toby's singing too. She's going to come sing as well. Last 2 songs are songs that are meant to be sang with a bunch of people. I hope everybody's doing really well, as well can be in the given in the current circumstances. I know it's been pretty tough. Personally, just battling with an employer that didn't necessarily understand and grasp the magnitude of what was happening at first, to the point where in the next couple of days they're probably going to end up furloughing like 50% of the workforce. So that's been wild, and then it's just been wild thinking about friends and family, some of whom are at high risk, and others that are just out and about working, and it's just it's a lot. And I hope that that these live streams that 25 Karak is doing is bring everybody a little bit of joy. I think it's absolutely excellent that they're raising money for the music community, artist community in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's just absolutely fantastic. I think it's in times of crisis. It's acts and events like this that will help keep us from falling into total despair. So this is as a note, this song, I will give a disclaimer. There was a couple other songs that talk pretty intimately about suicide. If you are having those thoughts, please reach out and get help. I know it's not easy. It's really, really difficult, but if you're ever down that low, reach out, because there's people here that love you and want to help you. And this one's called 1D Motion. She asks, how do we comprehend eternity? When will there be nothing? What is it like? If I believe that I was stardust, wouldn't be so scared. I would know this is going to end. Can't I make this end? Why can't I make this end? This is all insignificant, all so meaningless. These equations don't add up. The motion seems so trite. I am disgusted with myself. Me giving up. I am disgusted with myself. This is me giving up. This is me giving up. If I calculate the force and I promise to hold you up, could I persuade you to change your mind? If I calculate the force and I promise to hold you up, could I persuade you to change your mind? We are stardust. Tonight will be our last. Let's drink in celebration instead of in disgust. Can't promise to give this much. Everyone deserves that. Tonight will make sense out of nothing. Pretend this all adds up. comprehend eternity? When will there be nothing? All right, we're gonna play some fun, happy songs. I actually think I want to get Johnny Cash back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch guitars again. Where's Apprentice at?
Helen, would you like to join us?
All right. So these two songs, I always play these songs last. I am a one-trick pony. For always and forever. I'm totally okay with it. I'll never forget the first time I played one of these two songs, because these are honestly, they were just joke songs, right? Like, these two songs were never supposed to be played. Well, the first one specifically, Triangle Choke, which is about my good friend Devin. I'm going to say a lot of mean things about Devin in this song. I love him to death. He knows I love him to death. But I wrote this song. We were at a party. We were both just absolutely obliterated. He was about 2 feet in front of me, and I had my guitar, and I was wasted, and I wrote this song, and everybody at the party loved it, but everybody was drunk, so of course everybody loved it. You know, it's easy to get a bunch of drunks to sing along, because that's all drunks want to do is just sing along. I know that because I used to be one. So I wrote the song, and it was never really supposed to play it. It was never a thing I was going to play, and then it was in Ottawa, Ontario. I fucking love Ottawa, and it was a awesome basement show with John Creedon, who's fantastic. You should check him out. He tours all over the world at this point. We were playing a basement show, and I played the song, and people lost their minds. Like, they were just like instantly singing. I was like, is this like a thing? This is just a dumb joke song. So it ended up, another one's coming after that, which I wrote, called Fish Sticks, and we're going to do both of them together. That one was just a dumb joke song that our neighbors, the apartment, we wrote it in the middle of the winter when everybody was just, seasonal depression, and we were like having a good time laughing, and our neighbors opened their window up and they were like, shut the fuck up. So we knew that song was excellent because it annoyed the neighbors, and that was the second joke song, and these are my two most popular songs. They're two joke songs. And I love it. I love that these are the two songs that everybody loves the most. It makes me happy. But this one's called Triangle Choke, and it's about my good friend Devin Weber. He was the drummer in the first band I ever toured in. He's a phenomenal drummer. He taught me all about time signatures, music theory. I never would have known anything about any of that if it wasn't for Devin. Devin, I love you to death, and I'm sorry. Devin and I were in a rock and roll band. Wasn't quite punk rock, it suited him just fine. Anyway, Devin quit the band to pursue an education in electrical engineering. Well, I guess it was too hard, cause he ended with a business degree. Oh, Devin is a douchebag. Devin is a douchebag. That he played in a hardcore band. They were called Drought. Well, they used to go on tour, but they'd leave Devin at home to tend to his money counting job. Oh, Devin is a douchebag. Devin is a douchebag. Yeah, Devin is a douchebag. Oh, Devin, you're such a douchebag. Then he taught English in Seoul, South Korea. Jesus Christ, holy fuck. Jesus Christ, holy fuck. Can you actually believe they let him in? Jesus Christ, holy fuck. Oh, Devin is a douchebag. Yeah, Devin. Devin is a douchebag. douchebag. We're talking about ya.
I hope he's not watching.
Gavin is a douchebag. Oh yeah. Gavin is a douchebag. Gavin is a douchebag. Super secret new verse. Gonna write it right now. Now he lives in Mexico with his wife and baby girl. Last I talked to him, there's sheltering in place. Turns out he's not. Turns out he's not a douchebag. Oh, Gavin's not a douchebag. This one's called Fish Sticks. It's for all my vegan homies out there that understand the struggle. Another night on tour, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're so goddamn hungry. Justin Elizabeth say, hey, look!
There's the Long John Silver's.
1, 2, 3, 4! No soy! What the fuck is tempting? What the fuck is tempting? With the probiotic menu and my robes on the floor. And she said, no, we don't have hummus. We've got fish sticks. You can scrape the breading off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vegan. So we took one for the team. Pulled up to that drive-through window. Through an intercom, I heard an angel's voice. Through the reflection, the starlight in her braces. Was that the batter, or did my heart skip a beat? And she said, no soy. What the fuck is tempting? What the fuck is tempting? With the probiotic menu and all my robes on the floor. And she said, no, we don't have hummus. We've got fish sticks. You can scrape the breading off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're vegan. So we took one for the team. And she said, no soy. What the fuck is tempeh? What the fuck is tempeh? And I never thought I'd fall in love in Western Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Yes, that was
Yay.
so sweet. I got last two songs. I was over here screaming and singing along with you.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you
I'm
so
sweating.
much.
I
I
didn't think
appreciate.
I would be sweating playing a live show. Or
Oh,
live
you
stream.
did. I love it. It's rock and roll still.
Sweating. So my roommates.
Excellent work.
I want to give my my roommates a round of applause.
Yes.
Dylan and my partner Cal, and I
Yeah.
think you saw Toby as well. They all helped sing along, and those last two songs made it feel like I was at a little house show.
Yeah, I felt it over here too.
Yay!
Excellent work.
Well, thank you for your kind words about what we're doing here. It's definitely a lot of fun right now, and like you said, in time when things are going a little crazy, our responsibility is to respond in a way that can help the people around us. So it's helping me keep sane, and I'm glad practicing your music is a thing you can do for us this evening. We have Indigo here with us. Indigo, hello. Let's wait for her to get her mic on real quick. Hey, Indigo.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. I think we should all introduce ourselves. Indigo, you work with Roboto Project, Mr. Roboto Project. You want to
Yeah,
talk about
I've been
your position there and what you're doing?
Yeah, I've been on the board for about 3 years now, and I'm the PR director at Roboto. We have a different board members that do different things, like a treasurer, things like that. But yeah, and the Roboto Project, for anyone that doesn't know, Robbie kind of mentioned it. We're a safe, sober space in Pittsburgh, which is kind of hard to come by, especially in the arts and music scene. But yeah, we've been a venue for over 20 years now. We had an older location in Wilkinsburg, but we've been in Garfield for I think over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of our home right now.
Yeah, it's so important to have sober spaces. I just stopped drinking around almost 2 years ago. In October, it'll be 2 years. So it's cool that, Roboto is here, even when people change throughout their lives and stuff like that. So and you guys are trying to do some sober dance nights later in the, yeah.
Yeah, we were going to have it, I guess that would have been this month. I have to like remind myself what day it is.
Like, where am
Me
I?
too.
It would have been this month, but hopefully we can have it whenever we get back open. We just want to make the space so accessible to anyone that is looking for that kind of space where it's just not something they have to even worry about. We love being able to open our doors up to people of all ages, all backgrounds, and just be a place where they can feel safe and relaxed.
Yeah. Every time I go there, there's always such a wide variety of people there, and everybody's always very respectful. And we truly are there to see the music and to interact with our peers. So I love the Roboto. I love going there.
You too. How are you guys adapting with everything since the shutdown? Are you doing any live performances or?
So it's been hard, as you can imagine. So the big thing is that obviously the way that we pay our rent is through the money we get from shows. And right now we had to cancel all of our shows of this month and of next month as well, basically as long as the shutdown goes on, and even beyond things being completely shut down, even while social distancing measures are in place.
Right.
We have to worry about that because we do want everyone to be safe. So it's not like we're like, oh, this sucks for us. We're also we want you to be safe. We don't want to put anyone in danger. But of course it is making it hard because that's how we pay our rent and everything. So so we've been doing some efforts like reaching out about grants and financial aid and things like that. But we also did a call for shirt designs, and we got some really awesome ones in. So if everyone can just hold tight for those, we're going to be pulling up some mock-ups and doing pre-orders for those soon. The designs are really, really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. I'm really excited. So we're like voting on them now and trying to figure out how we would want the shirts to look and everything. But yeah, but also we have, if anyone has the money, we also have a PayPal that folks can donate to. And part of that is also, if you're interested, we do have memberships. And
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Yeah. So the memberships, the memberships include some different things. The main thing is that if you book shows, it provides a sort of discount. So like the cut that we would take out of your shows is a deal less. And one thing we've been trying to work on is we used to have it so that the membership also included some discounts at like local like stores and restaurants and stuff, and we're trying to get that back in too. But yeah, the main thing is if you are booking shows and interested in going to shows at Roboto, the membership provides a bit of a discount.
That's awesome.
That is very cool. Yeah, I'm always interested in how the booking process works and looks different for very many people. And I know there's so many different booking groups in Pittsburgh, but
yeah,
you all work together on that. I love all the shows people put together.
And you were saying during our tech test too that there's some artists that have grown in popularity that still anytime they want to play in Pittsburgh they call you guys, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's been a real treat. Like the boys from Modern Baseball have been so sweet to us since
Love modern baseball.
yeah, so whenever they're doing like their solo stuff, a lot of them the time they'll contact us to play at Roboto, which is we love. And Field Medic has been so sweet and supportive of us, and the Anti-Flight guys are like such big fans and
They are. They love Pittsburgh.
They
so
do.
yeah, they've been so wonderful and supportive of the space for so long. Yeah, I think that's the big thing is like we've been really lucky. Like, it warmed my heart to hear what you had to say, Robbie, because like I feel like that's one of my favorite things is hearing artists say like, years later, that was like where they had their first show or something. And so it like has that special place in their heart. Like Roboto was one of the first venues that I went to see shows. And like, that's part of why I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I was really touched whenever I got Robbie's email that, he wanted to support you guys, and he shared your PayPal with me. So that's in the comments as well. If anyone wants to donate now to Mr. Roboto, that is, can you remind me what the email is for that?
Yeah, so I believe the email for the PayPal is our roboto.info@gmail.com.
Awesome. So yeah, if there's anyone watching that wants to send a donation now, you can do that via PayPal. Our GoFundMe is open during this series, and you guys will receive a portion of that at the end too.
Thank you. I'm just going to double check really quick. Yeah, it's the roboto.info. I just
No worries. Thank you.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for doing this. It seriously means so much to us right now.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm excited. I would hope. I know a lot of the musicians that are going to be playing at Roboto and around the city weren't able to, and so we are still taking applications for people that are interested to come in and play on our show, because we're going to do this again, like up until April 15th. So we still have some spots open. So if anybody else, hit us up on the Facebook.
Yeah, I don't think Baseball Dad applied. I see your shirt. I don't know.
Yeah. If any of you
reach
haven't
out to them.
Baseball Dad yet, please give them a listen. They're on Spotify. They're on Bandcamp. They are the sweetest people in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what do you think Roboto is going to look like at the end of April? Are you guys going to be working on anything anytime soon to kind of come together and think about, what changes you're going to make towards reopening your space and all of that? Because it's a question that we have ourselves. 25 Carrick isn't Carrick. It's a big old church venue type of thing. It's like, well, when do we open that up for our employees? I mean, what would that look like for you? What do you think?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're still trying to play it by ear about like when that would even be, because things are just so uncertain right now, and it just keeps stretching on and on. But yeah, like I said, in the meantime, we're trying to think of ways that we can still be supporting the space. So like, we did the call for shirt designs, and we'll be hopefully getting mock-ups of those out soon so people can do pre-orders. And then I've definitely been talking to some people about doing like live stream things.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, then that also involves, if we wanted to do it in the space, that also involves like bringing people into the space, which we're trying to minimize making people leave their homes and things like that. So
absolutely.
Initially, that's what we were kind of planning on doing is, utilizing our venue space. But, this all happened so quickly. We're so glad that we packed our bags up and then came home and set up our stuff then. But eventually we would love to have the artists come back and do performances there at some point. But I think we're going to slowly integrate live streaming more into like venue spaces first to kind of warm people up to the idea of coming back to places and listening to music. It's just, I'm very curious to see what it's all going to look like.
Me too.
Yeah, I did get an interesting email from so the folks that are doing Unblurred, like the First Friday crawl on Penn.
Oh yeah.
So they are actually trying to organize a virtual one for April. So
cool.
Keep an eye out for that, folks. We don't have anything planned yet, just because it was kind of last minute. But it seems like as long as this goes on, they're going to try to figure that out. I know some of the galleries are going to be doing like virtual tours and stuff. But you know, I think if anything, it's just as horrible as this all has been and so scary.
Yeah.
At the same time, the one hope that I've been having is like seeing how the community is coming together and how creative we're all being about how we can keep supporting each other, how we can support artists and musicians. Like the amount of people that I, you know, have seen make posts or reach out and stuff about how to make sure we can still get artists and musicians paid that are missing out on tours and gallery exhibitions and stuff. It just makes me happy that people care and that we're trying to take care of each other.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's unbelievable how many people have come together during all of this. I feel like I get invited to a new Facebook group every day where someone's trying to raise money for the community, which is just, you know, it's mind blowing that everyone's been as gracious and supportive towards each other. It's
spreading
unbelievable.
information about unemployment or different types of, you know, programs that are available for people. I think it's great.
Yeah,
me too.
I think it's been really good.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I do want to touch on what Robbie said as well. He made me a little emotional, and I'm not going to get emotional again. But, you know, during all this, people are going through a really, really hard time. And if you're having suicidal thoughts or depressed or feeling any type of way, call a friend. And the National Suicide Prevention Hotline number is 1-800-273-8255. So that is there for anyone that needs it. And thank you, Robbie, again for, it's just amazing getting to connect with people like you guys during this time. So I appreciate you. And I'm not going to cry again, but I just wanted to say thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
thank you.
Robbie, you want to talk about any fond Roboto memories?
Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that Roboto was the first Pittsburgh venue I ever played at. It was in Wilkinsburg, right off of Wood Street, I believe. And I'm pretty sure it was 2001. My first band, that was originally called Lester, and then it was called something else, Ivy's Butterfly. We should have kept it just called Lester. We played at Roboto, and we opened up for Minus the Bear, and we thought it was the coolest thing in the world because it was like, dude, it's this band on Suicide Squeeze from Seattle. All the cool bands coming out of there at that time. And it was just like, we're just this little no-name band, and we get to play with this sweet band, and it was so awesome. And it was like, those are the type of, like, that was the moment. It was like, these are the type of venues I want to play when I go on tour. And it all just clicked. And obviously, not every city has a Roboto. I think Pittsburgh, you might feel like if you've been in Pittsburgh for a while, it's easy to get jaded, but there aren't a lot of these venues. Like there's Charm City Art Space. I don't even know if that's still open in Baltimore. There's 924 Gilman Street in San Francisco. I think the one that was open in Dallas-Fort Worth area is closed. Don't quote me on that, but they're like, these venues aren't as
They're hard to
common as
find.
people think, and it's really special, and it's a really, really unique way to cultivate music in a community in a counterculture, subculture way that is positive, in offering ways to live a life in a positive light instead of just, you know, being a space where people can go and just be self-destructive, which is what I used to do a lot. And I think if there were more of these spaces, it would be helpful. But I love Roboto, and I'm pretty sure Roboto helped shape who I am. Those in like the community hall and house shows growing up in Johnstown, the fire hall shows and community center shows, and Mr. Roboto. That's what I think about when I look back, like cutting my teeth playing music in Western PA.
That's incredible.
That makes me so happy.
Well, thank you both so much. We have Aaron Kleiber coming up next for about 20 minutes to make us all laugh. You guys are welcome to stay on and listen to his set if you could just mute your microphones, but it's been amazing getting to know both of you. Please keep in touch, and we'll be in touch after this is all over too, to invite you guys to the venue.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. It's so wonderful
forward to
talking to the both
laughing.
of you guys.
Yeah, so nice talking to you guys. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So this evening we have Aaron Kleiber with us. He is a local Pittsburgh comedian. Aaron, you with us? Aaron, you want to get your mic real quick on Google? Oh, there he is. Hello, Aaron.
Bingo.
Bingo, bango. We got it. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm gonna do some comedy for you guys.
Let's get it. I'm ready to have a giggle.
I love it. No, I appreciate you guys. You guys were so serious, and now I'm like, I'm ready to get nuts. I
I'm
brought
ready.
my own microphone. This is pretend. This is actually hooked to a PA in my house so that my entire family has to listen to my set right now. It's so that my 3 kids are in bed right now, like, Daddy's crazy. He's talking to his special night friends. I have guys. Here's the thing about being a dad and a stand-up comedian at night. I'm like, I am Bruce Wayne Batman, okay? And I am right now on quarantine. I am sick and tired of being Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, not like the millionaire whose parents died, just like the dude at home with Alfred. You know what I mean? Like that. Right now, it's just me and my kids. I need Batman time. I need to go play. I need to punch dudes in the face. That's why I'm missing stand-up. Does this make any sense to anybody?
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. But we're quarantined, and everybody, look, if you're not inside, listen, okay? Look, I want to go back to work. I'm at a point now where I see people out, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. You and your friends are playing Frisbee in the park. I'd like to go back to work. Can we get this over with? Can we just heal everybody? And please, you don't need to catch softball with your buddy Doug, okay? Can you please leave now, you 2 mustache morons? I just felt like they had mustaches, okay? I'm looking at the crowd like somebody's gonna be mad that their dad or their husband has a mustache. But you know what I'm talking. You know what guys I'm talking about, okay? These son of a bitches. Anyway, listen. So I see people now, and now I just want to know where they're going. Like every car, I'm like, where are you going, mister? Where are you going? You better be going to the ER as a surgeon. Where are you going, buddy? You better be a police officer. Like, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I swear, if you're going to Dollar General to get clean cotton candles, I'm going to whip your ass. I'm tired of this. People need to leave for essentials, okay? You don't need to go get a slice of drywall just because you want to fix that thing in the bathroom that you haven't fixed in 15 years. I'm at a point now where I'm like, unless you're a doctor of infectious diseases, whip around and go home, okay? I want to get back to work. I'm serious. I also, as a comedian, I'm sorry, I drink a little bit. I know people are like, I don't drink. I'm like, oh, geez, I'm drinking right now. I apologize. We have our crutches, you know? Okay, I'm going to show my age here. Corona is one of my favorite beers. It's my summer beer, okay? I'm not afraid. I have Michelob Ultra and Corona. I know, judge me now. They're like, oh my God, who did he vote for? He's so old. No, that's not, listen. I'm mad now that my summer beer is Corona. Like, why do you have to ruin my summer beer, my summer drink? There's already terrible drinks out there that you could have ruined. Like, just call it Rumplemints. Like, call the virus Rumplemints. No, everybody, it just sounds like a little greasy old man troll chasing you. Like, don't get the Rumplemints or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would want the Rumplemints. If you said people are going to be infected by the Rumplemints, people would lose their minds. They're like, oh my God, watch out for the Rumplemints. And then it would be from some country and they're like, you know where the Rumplemints are from, or you know what I mean? They'll totally do that. Like, what? How about, is it Rumplemints? Mints. Rumplemints? Rumplemints. Rumplemints. It is, I think it has a Z. Or how about Bartles and James? Why don't we just blame it on 2 old men that sit on the beach and listen to Jimmy Buffett? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Bartles and James virus. Like, but then everybody would trust it. Be like, it's Bartles and James. Like, it may be a little cheap and a little, but he gets the job done. He can come over and Bartles and James will kill everybody. Make it Coors Light. You call it the Coors Light virus, then you'll really see Charles Darwin at work, guys. You'd be like, Coors Light, yeah, baby. Whatever. Okay, That was an educated joke. Guys, I have 2 college degrees and nothing to do with it, okay? Relax. Here's the other thing, too, is I know, like, we're in a generation where a lot of people aren't used to this stuff, right? Like, they're like, oh, my God, this is like a big event. But this is, our parents, the generations before us, they went through Vietnam and the civil rights movement. And, another generation before us went through Korea and Kennedy and World War II. And it's like, this is our thing, guys. And that's, I'm not going to be too real, but, like this is our thing. And we got to like take this seriously. Like, this is our moment where how we kind of come together and make this happen, and like people are complaining. Like, that's like our grandparents, they took their damn buttons, their steel buttons off of their sweaters and made them into tanks. Grandmas donated their goddamn buttons for tanks. Okay. And did you know they rationed sugar during World War II? Can you imagine all the honey boo-boos in the world? They're like, Mountain Dew, no way, sugar. I don't know, that sounds like a sugary voice. I have no idea. It sounds like a diabetic voice. I apologize. But they let women play baseball during World War II. That's how serious it was, okay? Women, come on, guys, that's funny. Relax, everyone. I'm talking to nobody. Okay, my wife is grimacing. She's not grimacing like the purple dude. Yeah. But that's what they gave up, right? Their buttons and sugar and baseball, and they want us to sit at home and watch a crazy gay man raise tigers and eat ramen noodles, and we're complaining. Are you out of your damn minds, people? That's all I want. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being at home. It's fine. We're having a good time. I know a lot of people saying too that they're gonna have quarantine babies. That like, everyone's home, and when there's a snowstorm, there's like the snowstorm in '93 babies. Where you at, y'all? Like, holler at it, snowboard 93. But like, this is the time where like, people are like, oh, we're gonna have babies 9 months from now and stuff like that. What are they gonna be called? Are they quarantweens? I don't know. By the way, tweens is a word. Hold on, post-it note. Tweens is a word that I just found out, where they said tweens, and my daughter's a tween now. And I was like, my daughter's a tween? Would you call my daughter? I don't like that word. I like tween. It sounds like private parts. A tween? Do you have a tween? I'm like, no. Do you have a tween? What are you talking about? Quarantweens? I don't know. You know what? I don't know what the generation is going to be called. I'm from a carefree, loving, just sweet generation of millennials. I'm a millennial, guys. So that's who I am. So I'm just carefree and I like to party. So that's who I am. We're not going to have quarantine babies, because I know you're thinking, Aaron, where are you going to put all that energy when you're at home? Not in my wife. We have 3 kids. Okay. We already have 3 kids, and we're quarantining ourselves. Like, we have a quarantine outside, but then we have an inner quarantine of 6 feet, like no more babies. Like, you look good right now. And that's how I feel right now. We're in the house. There's things where I'm like, my wife loading the dishwasher. I'm like, God damn. Like this, you know what I mean? Like, she was pulling weeds from the ivy the other day, and I almost fainted. Like, this is where we're at. So we're 6 feet. I'm tired of this hot gardening mom around my house, 6 feet away. We're not having kids, because look, here's the thing. I don't want to up my chances of having more babies, because we already had 3 kids on birth control. I cannot make that up. Everyone right now is like, oh, yeah, you better take this seriously. Any young ladies in the audience on the pill is going to get real. Okay. 3 kids on the pill. You're like, how does that even happen? I don't understand it, because I'm a comedian. I tour all over the country. I'm not home a lot. Like, I might be with my wife 3 to 4 times a year. What kind of batting average is that? Are you kidding me right now? 3 kids on birth control. I'm like the Ted Williams of making babies. Another baseball reference, guys. Like that, you take me to Vegas, 7-Eleven every time. Is that the good one? But not Snake Eyes. No way. Snake Eyes is twins. If you roll with Snake Eyes, that's twins. Like, I feel like every time I go in the bedroom with my wife, I'm giving out babies like Oprah. I'm like, you get a baby, and you get a baby. Everybody gets a baby. Look under your chairs. There's babies under your chair. Brought to you by Play School, or what? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not, we're quarantined. I'm not doing anything. I'm just happy that I'm able to dress the way I want now, guys. This is because I don't have to impress my wife. I told you, she's impressing me by doing the dishwasher, and I put on a new doorknob the other day, and I thought she wanted to have another child. Like, that's where we're at. But now, like, I dress for comfort now. I've waited a decade to be able to perform from the comfort of my home and not wear a button-up. I'm usually wearing a button-up, I look like a substitute geography teacher, okay? Like, I wear a button-up and like nice jeans. I look like a non-denominational youth pastor. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's, but now look at this hoodie, boom. Now this is my look forever. Now I'm a middle school dodgeball coach, guys, forever. So I appreciate you letting me do comedy, guys. My name's Aaron Cliver. That was comedy, right?
Thank you, Aaron. I am crying just
Bingo.
a little bit.
I don't even need this anymore. Look, guys, I'm gonna let you behind the curtain. This doesn't work.
Okay, that was good.
You guys, thanks for laughing. No, I loved hearing you guys laugh because my wife is putting the kids to bed. So I'm just doing crowd work to various throw blankets.
Yeah, when you said buttons, I don't know. It was
Buttons.
just buttons. Just
Trigger words.
If you listen to me, like, again, you notice I like saying words funny because words sound funny to me.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
buttons, numbers and names are not 9,
Or slide.
11.
Or slide. Yeah. You're so good. I was laughing very hard. I appreciate you, Aaron. Thank you so much for giving us that lighthearted laugh. I needed to send me to sleep. I'm happy that you're having fun at home with your wife and children. Congratulations. That's so nice. I have a family. I have a family of 2 fun roommates, and sometimes I make breakfast for them, which is nice. But again, thank you, Aaron. Hope to see you on the other side. You have a great night.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. And this means the world. It really does, because I think in Pittsburgh, we're not some big showbiz town, you know, and people don't think that there's artists that make a living, you know, doing an art. And, you know, you heard from, you know, different theaters and venues and, you know, our friends that work at places like, you know, the Rex and everywhere, and are all there, because we're, as entertainers, all the bartenders and servers and venue runners are our peers. There are, you know,
and know each other. Well,
yeah, all, that's who we hang out with at work, you know? So, you know, to have all of my friends unemployed, including myself and family, all at once is nuts. It's crazy. So I appreciate you guys doing this. I wish you know, my heart wants to do all of this. And so at least I can try to make you guys laugh, you know, not you guys, but, you know, you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
thank you, guys.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, on that note, we have plenty of wonderful things, new things, all kinds of different people, different acts in store for the rest of this week. Maddie, you got a little bit of an update for me.
I do. Tomorrow, the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative is going to be back. Zero and Joseph Kerr, part 2. They're going to do, Zero is going to do a set at 8, and Joseph's going to follow up at 8:30. And we have a documentary in store for you guys. Ada McGarvey at WQED produced this beautiful, beautiful documentary that he shared with us. And we're going to play that for you to finish out our show. Following the Pittsburgh Circus tomorrow, J.M. the Poet from One Hood Media is going to come on. I'm very excited for that as well. We saw him at Thrival when we worked that festival through Here Corp. And yeah, tomorrow is going to be filled with amazing people. And I think that's all I got.
Yeah. Well, again, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. Check out our GoFundMe, as all those proceeds are split in between all of our performances. And then we're going to roll a quick circus documentary for you. I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet. This is a preview. Hit it, Miles.
Hello, my name is Zero, and welcome to the wonderful world of the Pittsburgh circus culture. Do you want me to look at you or the camera?
call yourself the ringleader?
I don't like that term. No, I had the term ringleader. I don't wear that. I don't tell people what to do. I don't have a whip. My name is Jason Kieran. I'm the artistic director of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative. I am their contact juggler, and I do the invoices and the contracts, social media, everything. Zero is the juggler. He is the mime fool. He gets to dress up, play with the ball, convince children and adults alike that magic exists. So it's just like, yeah, I got the magic ball going on. PCAC has, I want to say, 20 active members. That ranges from mimes to jugglers to stilt walkers to acrobats to contortionists to etc. We are a pop-up circus. We are a personalized carnival, originally formed as a branch of a wedding entertainment company, but we still do weddings. We don't have employees. We have independent contractors. We have sideshows that we reach out to. We have aerialists that we reach out to. We have drag queens that we reach out to. Every kind of circus artist, and they're just scattered throughout Pittsburgh. I like the idea of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative being this thing that weaves a thread through all of them and then just...
My name is Joseph Kerr. I am the co-founder and number 2 for the, no, don't go with that. I am the pyromancer of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative. Everything fire related, eating fire, breathing fire, fire flow. Recently I became a top 10 fire eater in the world. Doing it for about 6 years, so it's about time. I started off as a magician when I was 15, and I did that for about 4 years. It was just too boring. Fire is something that's, you know, dangerous, it's captivating. All you have to do is walk into a place, light up a torch, you instantly have people's attention. It's power, and it's raw power. The transfer is where you transfer the flame from one torch to another torch without the torches touching. So I could do a finger transfer, tongue transfer. Fire eating is actually the easiest thing that you can do. You just put the torch in your mouth, snuffs out the oxygen, torch goes out. Probably end with that. Maybe just end with a huge, big breath of fire up into the air.
Mr. and Mrs. Sean Bowen.
Don't try this at home, by the way.
Yeah, he's my right-hand man. I couldn't do it without him. You know, best fire breather in the world. A little short.
I'm Leah, or Impulse. I'm Queen of the Rings. I take 1 or up to 4 hoops and spin them on my body. And sometimes they're on fire, sometimes it's like crazy LED patterns, sometimes it's LED and fire together. But I can hula hoop on my nose all the way down to my toes. 5 years ago, I went to a festival, saw people hula hooping, and I picked it up. Before I knew it, I was eating fire and setting things on fire, and part of this really amazing group of people that have become my family over the years.
Not only is she the best hula hoop artist I ever met, she's the artist that's down there with the kids. The PCAC performs at the Children's Museum, I think, about once or twice a year. We do workshops, we juggle with them, we hoop with them. We want these kids to grow up to be circus freaks like us.
I do a lot of different things in my act. Elements of miming, classic clowning, physical theater. I kind of just get weird.
If you need help with your juggling, this is the man you want to know. Orion the Amazing.
I left home when I was 17 and I started riding freight trains and hitchhiking across the country. So I was working odd jobs, but I learned to juggle in my free time. I saw other street performers and I was like, this is a viable option. I started juggling on the street. People would put the money in the hat, instant gratification. Found that clowning was actually a lot more popular and a lot less hard in some respects than juggling because I just made people laugh. And I very much believe that if you are interacting with an audience, it's not enough to like, I'm gonna pick up the juggling club and I'm gonna juggle. That is one kind of act. But I love an act where you come onto a stage and you pick up a juggling club and go, what is this? And the audience also goes, I don't know, what is that? And you can look at them and say, well, what are we gonna do with this? And you can do it as a very grumpy, skeptical person, like, I don't like it at all. Or you can do it as like, whoa, this is amazing. You don't even have to do any tricks. If you make the audience believe who you are, you just bring them along for the ride.
I started contortion by doing yoga, and then slowly it became not yoga anymore. I'll do a lot of chin and chest stands and lots of extreme back bending. Hand balancing on high hand balancing canes. Chest stands where I'll be pulling my feet right by my face and do a box frame. I find calm in those cramped positions.
As far as all the people in the groups that we have worked with, I could not recall all of them off the top of my head. The Icky Vicky Brokenhearted sideshow, it's great. Pain is her life. Watch me inflict pain on myself so that you don't have to do it to yourself.
You know sideshow is about science, not magic, right?
Sideshow is very much like that, that pain element, that shock element.
My name is Danger Dave. I run the Stolen Stitches Sideshow, one of Pittsburgh's last remaining classic 10-in-1 sideshows. While the circus goes with the glamorous, high-flying acts, sideshow goes with the more raw, real, very dangerous acts. One of the most classic acts in sideshow is called eye socket lifting. What you take is 2 eye socket hooks. You take this little pocket right in your eyelid here. And there, and essentially you pull and lift different objects, from weights to chairs, different objects like that. That's something we like to try to scare and inspire at the same time.
This is Iron City Circus Arts. We are a circus school and performance company here in the South Side. Some people come in here with no background at all. We get former dancers, gymnasts, rock climbers.
We have a little bit of circus for everybody. All of our intro classes are mixed apparatus to give people a chance to try everything. After that, people can either pick, oh, I really love hoop and trapeze, or silks are more my thing. I feel like it's a really good tool for growth. Students use this as a way to overcome fears and to prove to themselves time and time again, yeah, I can do that thing. That was really hard.
We started working with PCAC once Zero took over. He focuses primarily on ground entertainment and we're more up in the air. And we realized by combining our powers, we have this whole circus with so many possibilities of things we can create. For the past 2 years, we have put on a circus version of the Nutcracker. Our goal with the show was to incorporate ground acts like juggling and hand balancing, but then also aerial acts. Essentially, take the show to a whole new height. Ah, you guys see what I did? Sorry.
We've got me, we've got Joker, we've got Orion. It's going to be wonderful. Why circus arts instead of some other art form? I like sparking that little hope of magic into people.
It truly is like an adrenaline rush.
Clown workshops are probably the most I've cried in my life because you really touch on parts of yourself that you don't know are there.
You get out of your head and into your body, which is so good for you, but you can do it in a way where you can be creative and that you can, make somebody smile or make somebody feel something.
That one's for Leah, and then that one there is for Zero. They do mean a lot to me. So a lot of people like to say, some of the best in the world, or we're doing things never before seen. The Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative, we are actually doing things that no one has done before.
I think a lot of Pittsburgh might not even know we exist. And I think they will. I think they should.
Yeah, we want everybody to feel the magic that we do.
fueled of necessity. It was all